Hello, everybody. Here we are on Roy and Jimmy Thing on chaoticradio.com. It's another Tuesday night, and you're tuned in if you're listening. What's going on, Jimmy?
Tuesday night in Rancho Cucamonga, my friend. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic.
How was your week since we last met, my friend?
My week was good. When did we see each other? Saturday? Yeah.
That's right.
Saturday, we were playing on the grease field.
That's right. Eagle Rock High School, the Relay for Life with Lydia and Victor and Rick Escueta, Scott.
Shimano?
We'll go with that, yes.
We'll go with that. And Scott? Yeah, we're getting right to it, man. Yeah. My week was okay. It was good. Got to do some comedy on Saturday, so I hate doing that, and I know you do too.
That's awful. They force us to just do all this stand-up. It's just too much pleasure. Much pleasure.
Yeah. It's the cross we bear.
That's it.
So, I don't know. That was a lot of fun. What else is going on for you this weekend?
Oh, not too much. Just cutting some podcasts, doing some voice stuff.
Look at you working all the podcasts.
Oh, it's a blast, dude. And we have to announce that we actually have an official Twitter account now, Twitter page, twitter.com/RoyJimmyThing. We'll follow back, live tweet as we go, ask any questions you want. A nice little interactive for you shy people who don't want to dial the 10 digits.
And if you do want to call the 10 digits, the number is digits.
You just slow it down a little bit.
Phone number is 909-989-0789.
That's the one.
So call us there. What else see this week? I had to take the puppy to the vet.
Always fun.
Yeah.
I remember taking Maggie and the dogs usually have bad timing. It's usually nighttime or weekends.
Yep.
And Maggie's was, she got stung by a bee on a Sunday afternoon. $600 later and some antibiotics. Her nose and her are still around after 8 years. But yeah. He's going back in right now.
Yeah. Yeah. On the way right now back for a checkup, and we're not sure. So he felt good this morning and not feeling the best right now. So
I love my dog, and I just wish my doctor treated me as well as the vet treats my dog.
Right. I loved when we went there on the ground, playing with him, trying to make him feel better.
Yeah.
And a guy at work, I told him I had to go do that. And he said, you know what he told me? I just we're going to bring her in now. We've got Lang Parker in here, and we've got to start because we're talking dog talk, and Benny's here.
the infamous Bennie Gucci.
Benny, we're going to find a set of headphones for Benny.
Exactly.
Well, we got that picture of Benny with the mic.
Oh, yeah. I saw that
one.
Yeah.
That was just
I thought it was funny. It's like, that was a good one, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was into it. We usually go off for a little while, but we got dog talk. We got Lang here. We got Benny here. And how are we going to do that when, you're in the room? You're just like sitting there going, I'm going to chime in.
No, it's all good.
No, chime in.
Okay.
And the rumor is Lang kind of loves her dog.
A little bit.
Kinda. He's my life. He eats better than most humans. He gets raw venison and pumpkin, and I went to Trader Joe's and got a bag of fresh peas and put them in his food. Right now, he just had some surgery done on his mouth, and that was bent over at $700.
$700.
They had to extract a tooth and clean the rest of them.
We have to clean the pocket, extract the tooth.
Clean the pocket. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Seriously, I looked at him like $690. I'll take a pliers and I'll yank it out, okay? I'm like,
give me some cotton. But here's the other thing. You talk like that.
What? Oh, yeah. They flip out. They'll flip. Oh, yes. That's a good one.
It's like, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to. Right. Whatever Benny wants, Benny gets.
You're right.
See, so I don't know.
Absolutely
but he has minty fresh breath.
He does. He's better than mine because I just had garlic chicken.
Garlic chicken. That was a hell of a $700-something mouthwash. I could have got you some Scope.
I know.
I had to do some gum before I got here.
And it's, we're far apart, but we're also polite. We're just being polite.
We wouldn't have told you that.
Okay.
We would have told. Later, we'd have tweeted something about it. Damn,
I know. I know.
Are you kidding me? Kidding me?
Does anybody have a piece of gum?
I got some gum in the car. I'll get something to break.
All right.
That's all right. So, yeah. So he's going back over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Just check up.
I don't know. Dawn says she's not sure how he's feeling.
Lethargic.
A little not quite there, but come on, it's like a 24-hour thing. A guy at work told me, he says, here's his rule with dogs, and I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
I said, we're gonna go to the vet, got to take the dog, and he goes, you know what? Here's the deal. I tell my family when we go to the vet, I've got a $500 limit.
Oh.
If it's over $500,
oh,
that's what he said.
Wow, cut and dry.
Wow.
I was like, are you serious? He said, yeah, over $500. It's like, no. Have a nice day. We'll just get another one.
Oh,
that's what he said. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, hell no.
Right. So, Josh, if you're listening, you're a prick.
No.
There should be tests. There should be tests in the state. People who should have kids and people who should have
I
pets.
agree. Yeah.
That's fell under that, Josh.
I totally agree.
So, Josh, if you're listening, we're all telling you now. $500 limit for an animal?
We'll blast Josh's page with all our doggy pictures.
I also, when I go to the vet, I say, all right, let's be conservative. I'm not a money pit here, okay?
Right.
I just was on the road. I don't have money. I barely break even. So let's be very conservative. And the people that are the vets I have are great. They don't lie. They don't BS me. They're like, all right, do this, but you don't have to do that.
Well, I was thankful last night because they wanted to hold him overnight. And overnight was a $1,700 visit.
Oh!
And I'm like, okay, we did a couple tests and said, well, you can go either way. I'm going to give you options.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I said, what would you like? I said, well, we would rather hold him, but I think he'll be fine if you take him as long as you just pay attention. And it's like, okay, and we talked about it and said, well, we took him home and he felt great this morning and a little down. So maybe he's just kind of, getting out of it. He had a big temperature, 104,
wow.
Baking his brain.
Oy.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is, it's like for having him over, what is he? He's going to be in a cage and then they'll check on him every hour.
Right.
I mean, you can do that at home and he'll be more calm at home.
I think so. And he has his buddy at home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got his roommate there, his old doggy roommate, plus he's got you guys there, so it's a little more relaxed.
Now the part I didn't understand is they said they would hospitalize him for that much, but they could board him for way less. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, what?
What? So if we board, they just put him in a little spot with the other dogs, and it's less. But if they give him care all the time, so I didn't really get the mix between those two.
Right.
But then they said if he has an infection or he's not feeling well, if he's boarded with the other dogs, maybe he'll pick up an autoimmune. Maybe it's like, I don't want to do that either.
No.
So man, I feel you. I feel Benny's mouth.
What is your what is your friend's name again? That's the $500 limit.
Josh.
He's actually nicer than my father, which would be a 22 in the head. If any amount going to the vet, if it would be, my dad would probably shoot it, And he's just old school. That's nothing against my dad.
Done.
Yeah.
Next.
All right. Yeah, exactly.
Next.
Before
that's the old. Ready? It's an animal.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Before our dogs became our family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that I understand that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the thing. Dog's got a limp. Got it. Next. What happened? I bite his lip. No, they're family members, and
this is my son.
Yeah, and we've only
there's some vets out there though who totally jump on that, going, this is my baby. Oh, really?
Exactly.
Really? Because they're going to get paid doing the minimum or the maximum, so they're going to shoot you. It's like a funeral home. It's just anything that preys on your emotions on that.
Totally.
So we would take Maggie in, and they would just tell her the horrible, oh God, and then I would look at him going, okay, what are we doing? What's going on?
Right.
Break it down. Give me the pro, give me the con.
Pro, con, yeah. Weigh them out. Now, when you go to the same vet all the time, normally when you're in town?
I go to this holistic place. It's AHVMF, and it's on Centinela, and they're amazing. Doctor's name is Palmquist, and he does holistic. And I'm not one of these freaky people. Before you start judging, because as soon as you say holistic, everybody's like, oh boy, cracker tree loving, sniffing, patchouli, Birkenstock.
You hippie.
I can raise my hand and say, look, he had allergies bad, where his ears, how you get that smelly ear crap going on. Well, that's what happens when they have allergies.
Right.
They start biting at their paws, and their ears start to stink. Well, I went to this doctor, and he gave me holistic stuff to put in his food. It has reduced it in half.
Wow.
They won't cure him of it because it's allergies and there's pollen in the air and all that, but it's half of what it was.
I had a retriever because they say closed ears dogs, and Benny's a closed ear dog with it laying flat, and they can stay moist. And I had a retriever that constantly fought it, and it would be good, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, it goes again. And you're cleaning them out all the time. They wanted to slit the ear, like cut a V, like in the side of his head.
Yeah.
And then so it would breathe more.
Right.
So to keep it drier.
I put a headband on him.
Perfect.
I think I've seen that picture.
That's perfect.
I think I've seen that picture. I had a friend that had a basset hound.
Oh.
Okay, and I love basset hounds. I had beagles before, and I had a basset hound. And they just, their guts are dragging on the ground. Here's the favorite thing: that basset hound had bad allergies, was allergic to grass.
Oh,
wow!
Nice.
So now is that bad? Anytime that dog walks, you might as well be rolling in it, right?
Right.
So I just thought that was ironic. You had to go get the dog shot. Yeah, no, you don't get no grass today. Play in the dirt.
Oh.
You're an indoor dog.
His name was Harold. That's funny. My dad's name. He was Harold. And I asked him why Harold. He said, well, I knew when I always said I wanted a basset hound, and what I did, I was going to name him Harold. Why? I don't know. So we went and bought a basset hound, named him Harold.
Wow.
Kind of looked like my dad a little bit.
I got his name through, there's 3 reasons. His name is Bennie Gucci. And Benny is because I like Benny and the Jets. It's one of my favorite songs.
I was thinking, when I heard that, I was thinking, okay.
Benny, it's Italian, and I have a weakness for Italians. And it took a lot of Benjamins to pay for him because he's a purebred. $1,500.
Dollars.
Oh, yeah. But he's worth every penny. Because
he is.
I wanted to go to the pound, but you don't know the past of the dog. I don't know if he has a hole in its heart, and then I'm going to get attached to a dog, and then that happens. Oh, he has a hole in his heart. Well, no, I want to know where it came from, his bloodline, all of that. So that's why I get a purebred.
Give me the history. Yes.
Exactly.
Well, that's the same thing with Maggie. She's pure. She's a pure lab. We got her 8 weeks old, and so she was in our control from the go, and trained her, and she's just home trained. Just read a book.
Yeah.
Read a book. Don't do anything stupid. Common sense.
Me too.
And that's what Roy's doing. And they're when you lose your patience, just know they always say there's a 2-year mark. 2 years, and it's awesome. She beat it by 4 months. All of a sudden, she just starts doing what you were telling her to do, and it's a lovely crying moment. And they're awesome.
I'm pretty impressed because was born 10/22. Okay. Got Gunner right before Christmas, like the 22nd or something, and housebroken completely.
They do that
listening.
quick. Yeah.
Fast, and it's like and it was a purebred and all that, and now we're in there. Dawn's in the vet right now.
Yeah.
If she's listening, what we should do is give the vet a plug. So maybe they'll save me some damn money.
Yeah.
But they're probably not listening.
Call them first and ask them if we plug them, then you'll give them a little.
Yeah, we'll
discount.
cut it down a little bit.
Yeah. I always try to do that with cash. I'm like, hey, any deal if I give you cash?
Doesn't work.
Anything can help me out.
Right.
You got cash? Here's the thing. I would love to have cash, but I can't float cash like a check.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's like, well, if I put it in tonight, but you can't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. You used to be able to write a check, and it's like, I got to pay rent or pay whatever you want. It's like, if I write the check today's Tuesday, it won't even clear till Friday or maybe Monday. Not anymore. I've done it where you do it today, and it's like, boom.
Yeah.
You can't play that anymore. Mm-hmm. Sucks. Mm-hmm. I'm not in.
I'm not in on that.
I'm not in.
Done.
Oh, when I had my business, we have cash. Oh yeah, you can do some nice things when you get a cash. Yes,
I agree.
Oh yes,
So let's make a deal.
I was very deal maker when they brought me cash. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I would not be a guy to make a deal because I right now I bet I'm the only guy in this whole building that doesn't have any dollars in my pocket. None.
Really?
Wow.
I gotta have cash. I don't know. There's just something about having cash in my hand or in my pocket. Like if I have 20 or actually if I have 100, I feel like I'm a high roller. No, I'm serious. I don't know what it's awful. I hold money to a certain degree. I'm not saying it makes me happy, but when I have cash in my pocket, I'm like, all right, I feel a little secure here.
So you walk around kind of like
little peacockish, little peacockish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a hundy in my pocket.
I got a little something here. Right, you don't know, but I do.
Right, exact. That's it.
I don't want you to know because I don't want you to take it from me.
Right.
But for me.
And I always put it in a secret pocket. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it in a regular pocket.
No.
Can't put all your chips in the proverbial basket.
Right. Just in case you might get you might get held up.
Yeah.
You can have that secret pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly. Well, I don't know. I don't have. I got any pocket you look in. Mine's empty.
Especially being a comic, you don't want you don't really take your wallet everywhere. You don't want to take it everywhere.
Right.
And so you just put a little stash over here, maybe ditch the wallet in the car, leave it at home. Your driver's license, you won't get arrested. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Depends
on where you play.
Jimmy, we're on the same way.
My grandfather always had a lot of cash in his pocket.
Ooh. No.
Just the way it was. And he walked around all the time and it was always, he'd have like probably, I'd say $300-400 in his wallet. And then he would have like it folded
Yeah.
in a little compartment,
Right.
and on top of it, like a 20 here and 100 here, and I always like everyone who's giving bad time said someone's gonna just mug you, and they said, well, they don't know I have money. If I have money or not, they're gonna get me anyway. So if I have it, maybe they'll leave me alone. But I always thought that was he just made him feel good. Not that he would flaunt it, but I think that was the same thing. He felt good about it because he was able to.
Well, it actually eliminates the oh shit moment. If something comes up,
Yes.
you got a couple 20s in your pocket, at least you know it's there, and that'll give you something.
But I got an ATM card. They'll do the same thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, you got to find it. Then you can have a service charge and all that crap. I hate it. And I always stick a 20 in my car somewhere just in case of gas.
We're old school though. Like now, anyone being raised now is like, I got my card, I got my debit, I'm good.
And that's where I'm going.
We had lunch money when we went to school. Here's your $1 for the day or whatever that. And if you didn't have your $1, you weren't eating. That's how we were trained. So give me a couple greenbacks in my wallet, I feel okay.
That reminds me of that. I just saw it on Facebook because that's where I get my news, people.
Yeah, it's true.
There's this picture or a little story of this woman, this old lady. She's like 80 years old, and a cop pulls her over and says, "Ma'am, do you have anything in the car? Any armor in the car?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have a 45 in a glove compartment. I got a 38 in my purse, and I got I got a Glock underneath my chair." And he's like, "What are you afraid of, lady?" She said, "Not a damn
Nothing.
thing." See, I love that.
Yes, I like it.
That's my kind of broad. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
like
that's it. I'm not afraid at
Afraid
all.
Nothing.
Not one thing. I'm
Right.
good.
I like it.
That's like my dad. He always drove around with the heater under the seat.
Really?
I got the heater, which was his 44.
I love it. I love it.
Jimmy, get the heater. We're going for a trip.
I get the heater.
All right,
Going
Daddy.
on a trip.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's great.
I love
It was
that.
always it had it wrapped in one of those red shop rags,
Oh,
Yes,
it's inconspicuous.
Yes.
My dad was a machinist, so we had those all over the place. Grab the heater, kid. It's under the bed. All right, Dad. So I'm like 10 years old, grabbing the big old gun.
It just
Here you go. That was
turns
trip
me
time.
on. I just was in Oregon and Montana and Idaho, and they're men there,
Manly men. You were.
It was fantastic. I mean, everybody drove trucks. The women, you didn't know if they were man or woman. It was kind of scary. No, I'm serious. It was like, wow. They're women there.
They're
you
women.
know what I'm saying?
Not afraid to get behind a plow.
No, or no.
Oh, no. Or pull a plow. Either one.
Right.
Wow, I'm not going there anytime soon.
Oh. And
There
then
was
everybody
a-
has like, guns in their trucks, and oh my god, it's just fantastic.
Well, Blaine just posted that picture when he was in Arizona, where he posted a picture of that guy at the ATM.
With the
Guys at the ATM, and he just
side holster?
strapped, side holster, just standing there. Right?
I love that.
See?
There's something.
We got
I'm
your-
old school.
got your weakness.
I do.
I don't care what you got. You're strapped walking through town.
If you're strapping one on, I'm attracted to you.
I'm attracted to you.
Strapped
Gun.
gun.
I didn't know which way we were going.
Exactly. We have to be very specific because we are in California.
Right. You could go either way. Could go both ways.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Strapping
Hey-o.
everything. But now do okay, we'll go that way. Strapping heat
Yeah.
on your hip.
Oh yeah.
Cowboy boots?
Not
Doesn't have to be.
No, you know what I like is the ropers.
Oh, okay.
Because that's real. You know what I'm
not
saying?
like dressy. I got this ostrich shit.
No, exactly. No,
Come
well,
on.
I do like ostrich, and I like the ray. What do you call it? Stingray. Love those.
Because they're kind of smooth and velvety looking, but they're not.
No, they're not.
But they kind of look that.
They're not.
Yeah, they're not. Don't think they are.
But I'm more the roper or a good like a boot. Boot like a work boot.
That's what I'm just saying. That says working
Loggers.
person. Working
Loggers.
person.
Yeah.
Working person.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh God, I gotta.
And it kind of like dust off when they walk. A little dust comes off. Come on, look at this.
Got that glove. Got that glove on.
Button fly lever. Oh
that was
man,
my shit back in the day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Cowboy hat or baseball hat?
I like baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Yeah.
Kind of like old school, but not quite over
But
the
I met
top.
a few cowboys when I was in Montana. Okay, in Idaho, they all had their little cowboy hat on. But it's okay. But I prefer baseball.
Baseball.
A little more not revealing.
Not completely old school, but we'll get a little modern, but keep it like
On the down low.
Yeah. Keep it salt of the earth.
Yeah.
A little mystery, but
Yeah.
without pegging himself as
Right.
something. Sure.
We're learning a lot.
Sure.
Keep something a mystery. Now, belt buckle or not?
I like it both because it's a good conversation starter of how did he get that buckle if he won it. So that's good conversation.
Oh,
but I like it more subdued.
Subdued. So you don't even you don't need flash with Lang. That's what I'm hearing.
No, not at all.
Be a man. Be a man. Be nice. Buy me a drink, and be cool.
Yeah, good conversation.
We'll get along well.
About your buckle and your strap on.
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
Well, it plays out in her stand up too. Have you ever seen her, Roy?
Actually, yes. And here's another thing. I have seen you. I've never got to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Hope we do.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend Dawn saw you, I'm going to say 4 years ago for the first time here in Ontario. And you're doing the Vagina Monologue show.
Yes. Love.
She came back, and this is no crap. She came back and she goes, "This girl is freaking hilarious."
Oh, that's sweet.
And we didn't know you.
Yeah.
And she came back and I remembered, I said, "You remember?" I told her who was going to be on the show. She's like, I said, "You know her?" And she's like, I don't. I said, "Lang Park." She's, "Oh." And I showed her a picture. She goes, "Oh my God, yes." And she was all excited. So, I mean,
big fan.
Yeah, huge. She just raved about it. So that's very cool. Yeah, she had a great time there.
Nice.
She loved that show. So just let you know.
Yeah, the Vagina Dialogues.
Yeah.
Dialogues.
Was it dialogue? It was dialogues.
Yeah.
Monologues is that other thing.
Yeah, the other thing.
Was that a monthly show or was it just?
It was, and they don't do it anymore.
It was Kelly Mauricio's show,
Kelly,
right?
Yeah.
She stopped about a year ago.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
That was a popular show.
I was in the last show.
Were you really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So much fun.
Yeah. Damn it.
I know. She wanted to take a different direction in her life, which is good.
Yeah.
Wants to be a principal. I hope so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stand up to like school principal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Well, if you can handle a crowd at the Improv, I'm sure you can handle little kids.
Exactly.
I don't
the
think
parents.
So. The parents is the thing.
Right.
Parents are the whacked out ones.
You get that right.
You got to actually hold your lip a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, Lang is our second guest in the history of our show that has her IMDb page.
Oh yeah.
Rosie Tran was the first.
She was? I didn't know that. What was she on? I got IMDb her.
She was. Yeah, she's on there. When did we have her on? We had her in March.
Yeah, but she said, what was she on the IMDb page though?
Yeah, she's on IMDb.
What were the credit on there?
She got some pretty good credits. Let me look them up.
We found her on WikiFeet too.
She told us about WikiFeet.
What's WikiFeet?
It's tell her, Roy.
It's a page where people rate your feet.
It's kind of like pervs kind of judging your feet.
Really?
And people were judging her feet, and the scary thing was she didn't know where they got the pictures of her feet.
Oh, that's creepy.
And they were hers because they were her shoes and her stuff, but she didn't know where they got them from.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I better not be on there.
There was 5 pictures of Rosie on there. One was of her feet. The rest were like a couple random shots of her in a bikini. She goes, "That's my house."
And she said, one of them, she said, I know I posted these pictures, but that picture I never posted anywhere.
And that's my house.
Scary.
Oh, that's creepy creeperson.
Yes.
Yes.
That's like way out there.
Oh, my God.
So Jimmy and I are going to make a Roy and Jimmy thing WikiFeet page for us.
Oh, we
I
have
love
to, yeah.
it. Please get a pedicure and get them painted.
Yeah.
That'd be
Paint
awesome.
them? I'll get a pedicure. I've never painted them.
Sure. Get a nice color.
Well, what color would be good on a man so I don't lose my manlyhood?
Oh, well.
Your personality will have to show through.
Right. This happened to me with my daughter did this to me and my ex when I was married a long time ago. I fell asleep on the couch. Okay? And they do whatever. So I fell asleep on the couch. I'm wiped out, fell asleep, and they started painting my toenails.
Oh, God.
Okay. So the neighbor comes over. I don't know they've done this.
Right.
So he comes over and I'm on a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and he knocks on the door. I come out and I walk out. "Hey, what's going on?" Whatever. And I'm talking to him and I'm like, "Yeah." And I see him looking at me kind of like glaring down once in a while. He kind of like, like got that down look. Like,
right.
And I'm like, what's this dude's problem?
Yeah.
So I get done. I'm out there with him about 45 minutes and I come back in. I'm like, what's that dude? He's kind of weird. We just moved in and I'm talking to a new neighbor and he's like, and they look at me and they go, "Look down." I looked, they had all the toes on one foot painted. So as I'm out there talking to this guy, new neighbor, he's looking down, seeing these big pink toenails on my feet.
Oh, you're that neighbor now.
I'm that. Exactly. They're like, "Oh, Mister, caught him in the middle."
I just signed the mortgage. I am stuck with this guy. What did I get myself into?
They did that to me. They like that. So what else? But I know you're like busy all the time. You just came back from a long trip.
I did. I was on the Hick and Chick tour. Look that up, hickandchick.com. And I have been touring with Benji Wright, who's up in Eugene, Oregon, and we get together and then we tour, and it's been going nonstop. So much fun, I cannot begin to tell you.
How long have you been doing this one?
A year.
Yeah.
A year, yes. And now it's just getting momentum and it's getting crazy, and I'm digging it. He's won a CMA award, and he's used to be a DJ down in the South. He's a Southern boy, and from Alabama. God, he's a great guy, good guy, and we pair up very well.
How did you pair up the first time?
We did a show together, and we're like, wow, it's such a rarity to bump into a comic you enjoy their company and
their set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their material and also who they are as a person. He's like me. He doesn't smoke. He eats great. He eats clean, and he works out, and that's half the battle. I don't want to be mom on the road of making sure we make it to the next place. He gets up early like me, ass crack of dawn, hop in the car, go to the next venue, get there, relax, get ready for the show, go. I'm not this, get up at noon, make it slowly but surely to the next gig. And it's a business. I'm serious about this. And it's nice that someone has the same outlook.
Ethic.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Work ethic.
So you're telling me he's like responsible.
Yes. Doesn't smoke.
Go figure.
Doesn't have a drinking problem. I mean, it's just, that's half of the battle.
Right.
Because I will go to gigs. I will drive by myself because I do not like carpooling with other comics because majority of them feel like they have to be on or they're working out material when we're having a conversation. I'm like, no, talk to me as a human being. Don't work out a bit. You can work out a bit, but don't act like you're not working out a bit.
Yeah, don't. This is just.
When me and Roy would do shows together, we do the same thing. We'll carpool, and I don't want to even talk about my set until I will think about it 5 minutes before I go on. I don't want to dwell on it or anything, and me and Roy do the same thing. We'll drive out somewhere together. We're going to do the same show. We'll talk about our day, our week. We're buddies. We've known we've known each other since 5th grade. We have things to talk about.
Right.
Besides going, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?
Right. This is my favorite. Just funny.
Right.
I got news for you. If you asked me if it was funny, it's not.
Right. Exactly.
If you have to ask me.
Right. If you had to ask me, you don't believe it, it's not.
Well, I have your website up here. We have a featured video that looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, that was cool. I watched that, of course. Show prep, professional.
You got your dates here. Oh my God, you're an up-to-date web page? Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you actually this year. You have dates. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, Benji Wright.
Yep.
Yeah, you just started following us on Twitter.
Nice. Yay. Yep. I told him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're in Eugene, Oregon, Idaho Falls, Billings, Montana. Oh my God, you were well, I follow you, so I you were hauling all over the place. It was so awesome.
I drove because I had to get back. I'm auditioning, I'm doing things. I got, 9 irons in the fire. So I drove back from Montana, Kalispell, Montana. Drove to Eugene, dropped him off where he lives, and then drove down to Medford, stayed overnight for 4 hours, got up, and then drove on the rest in yesterday. So the first day was 895 miles. The second day was 707 miles. Went to sleep at 7:30 last night, and then woke up at 7 and out the door and been going. Well, today. Got up at 7 and been going nonstop.
I hit you up on Facebook Messenger. I'm looking forward to seeing you Tuesday, and it was kind of feeling because I think you were in Montana that day.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, and I had no worries. I'm like, she's such a pro, and
you have to be.
I hate that flake thing.
Yeah, she is such a pro.
The worst. And it's like, look, everybody's telling, I have a lot of friends that are like, you don't stop. You're going 90 miles an hour. I go, yeah, I'll rest when I'm 6 feet under. I don't, it's like we're here. Let's do this. Let's live life.
Yeah, she's
Experience
doing
as much as
audition,
possible.
her audition post. She's so busy. Just jealous of the work ethic that she can get done that we wish we can do in one day sometimes.
I heard an interview actually just Saturday after the show we did.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening on the radio and they were interviewing. They had a town hall with Garth Brooks and Chris Yearwood and stuff. And they asked him. They said, "Where do you get?" Because they were talking about his mom and how hard she worked and what a good woman she was. And they said, "Where do you get the work ethic?" Because he got off stage. He said it was like 10 minutes. He came to an hour town hall. After that, he was going to get like a 10-minute break and go back and do another show. Mm-hmm. And then he had something else. And they said, we've heard you get off stage. And the guys will go, hey, we're going to play a pickup basketball game with all the guys. And you'll just like, all right, change your clothes and come out. And they said, why do you do it? And he said, you got one trip around this thing.
Exactly.
And I'm going to waste it going, I'm not tired. I'm tired. Because no, I'm not going to regret anything I didn't do.
Thank you.
I get to spend all this time with the people I love and my friends and drive after what I'm passionate about. I'm not going to waste it by doing nothing.
I've had this mentality for the last year now is where it's like, look, I don't care what religion you are. Great. But mine is that I'm not coming back. I want to experience as much as possible in this lifetime. And that's, and I kind of get off on, not in a sexual way, but I get off on that. I'm like, yeah, I just drove over 1,500 miles and I'm here.
Right.
I'm here doing this.
And we're glad you are. That's cool. I mean, think about it. If you did that, it's like you're gonna come out here and do our show, which we're like way stoked that you're here. But you know what? I'm gonna drive out there to Rancho Cucamonga.
But I started off at 5:30, mind you.
Right, but I know.
I just got here 25 after 7.
But I pulled in behind you. Yeah, I said that's her. I know the car.
But that's the deal. It's like you could have easily, or someone could easily been like, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go. I'm kind of tired.
I've rolled my eyes a few times on gigs in Ontario improv.
Right.
Because it's brutal. It's so bad. But I'm like, no. I'll grab anybody. I'm like, you want to carpool it?
Right.
I'll buy you a beer in Ontario.
Right.
You're just gonna sit in the car. Sit in the car. And I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, done.
I'll bring it to you.
All right, we're going to get out of here for a minute, come back with Lang. You are listening to the Roy and Jimmy Thing here on chaoticradio.com. Give us a call, 909-989-0789, or catch us on Twitter. Ask your questions there. We'll be back in just a second. I guess that was a high sign. We are ready to go. You're welcome back to the Roy and Jimmy Thing here on chaoticradio.com. Get us going on Twitter. Ask us a question. Roy Jimmy Thing.
Yep, Twitter.com.
Twitter.com. And then 909-989-07. Man, 909-989-0789.
Yeah, you can't stop mid-between a phone number and try and finish. You have to go right from the beginning.
You got to do that slower. That's so fast. I'm one of those people. What did he say? I got 909. What?
Did you
now
catch
what?
the middle? Did you catch that last number?
I did. What? 909.
909.
Yeah.
989.
989.
07.
07. 89.
See what happens was, you know what? You went out to this. Turn that back up a little bit.
I love her.
You hit it, Jimmy. I was telling Lang that he nails everyone's music all the time.
I just take a guess and see what happens. And
and you went out to it, and she's like, "Oh, is that Bonnie Raitt? Was that?"
When I'm on the road, I am Pandora Queen. I listen to Shovel and Rope Station. Put that on, people. Remember, Shovel and Rope.
Well,
unbelievable.
Besides Bonnie, what other music you like?
Shovel and Rope.
Shovel and Rope, of course.
Peter Gabriel, The Who, Nina Simone, or whatever the hell her name is. Nina Simone.
I think, yeah.
It's such a Indigo Girls. I don't discriminate.
Nice.
I'm all Barbara Streisand. All around. Oh, Willie Nelson.
Nice.
Phil Collins.
You're all over the board.
Yeah,
That's
you're
awesome.
all over.
I love that. Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah, I like it too. It depends on what I'm feeling
Sheryl Crow. Allman Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Just Eagles.
Good road music.
Yeah. Fleetwood Mac. Don't get me started. Tina Turner.
We got you started already.
Tina Turner. I know. I get all pumped.
We got you started. Look at you. He's ready to go driving.
I know. I'm not done driving. I'm so tired. My back. It's like a fuse. It's like fused straight. It's like a broomstick. I went for I hugged it. I literally. I don't know if you saw this, Jimmy. I hugged a tree today because I'm like I need to.
I didn't see
hug.
that.
Oh yeah, look on my page. I had to hug a tree, and tomorrow's Earth Day, so please everybody hug a tree. Just don't think it's stupid. Just do it. Damn it all. To hug a tree.
Don't judge.
Don't judge. Just do it. And then you know what you also should do is take your shoes and socks off and walk in the grass.
Just feel that again.
Just feel it.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
Oh God. Okay. I miss the country a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to go target shooting right now.
I want to go target shooting right now.
I just do. I'll be all right.
What was the quote? Yeah, I played with Barbie. I strung it in a willow tree.
Damn spanky, I did.
And shot it with a BB gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. You grab G.I. Joe and go in the back 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kung fu grip. Yeah. Huh? You see? That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. G.I. Joe. If you don't think she's working, how many miles have you put on that car in the last 3 months, right? 3 months.
3 months.
Brand new.
3
months
3
ago.
months. Over 11,000 miles.
Wow.
I'll take a picture of my odometer. It's over 11,000.
So if anyone thinks
11,052.
anyone thinks that Lang's not working, are you kidding me?
Really?
I should get. You know how you can advertise on the side of your car, but they pay you?
Yeah.
I should do that.
I can see you driving around with the big Red Bull can on top.
Totally.
Right.
I'll just keep my refrigerator. I can't do that. This stuff gives me a hard.
Should be on the-
Well, I mean, we'll try something else.
Yeah,
Anything.
Should be on the Red Bull comedy tour.
Yeah.
You pretend you drink it, fill up the cans with water.
There you go.
Big old
That's what I'm talking.
horns on the front.
Yeah.
I mean, horns would be right up.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
See?
That'd be hot, especially in Texas. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking for somebody to rope my steer. Okay.
Okay. Here she goes by.
Oh, I'm in heat again. Okay. I'll be right.
Again.
Oh, it's awful.
So you tour and you've done stuff for the troops. That's cool.
Yes, Afghanistan. Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, was it kind of eerie or scary, or
It
was
was
it
both.
heartfelt?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was scary. I mean, because you're in a foreign land. Everything looks weird. There's no plant life over in Afghanistan. At least not where I was at. And the floor consists of like a powder. It's like a baby powder consistency. It's not like dirt. It's weird. It's like moon dust. You get dust and cracks and crevices you didn't know you had.
Oh, that wouldn't be good for me.
No.
I'm being a fat guy. I got a lot of crevices.
Yeah, no.
I do. I mean, come on. I'd be like, I didn't know that was there.
Well, then
What? Are you kidding me?
I know. It's weird. It's very strange. But yes, it was amazing.
Well, she's saying skinny people would also have cracks and crevices they didn't even know what they had.
Yes.
With stuff floating around.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Q-tip.
how many have you done? Have you done one or?
I've done that one, Afghanistan, and I've also been over to South Korea and Japan. And then
Wow.
I've done a bunch of bases in the United States.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah. I like my military men. They're so nice to
Because they
look
wear ropers.
at. Yeah. Well, no, they just
I know they wear
Yeah,
boots.
yeah. But just, it's just manly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in heat again.
I know. I'm in a flashback right now.
Oh,
Not a hot flash, a flashback. Okay.
Yeah. No hot flashes.
No, not yet.
No, I'm dealing through someone that's doing that at home right now.
Oh, no.
It's the worst. It's not a hot. You know what it's called?
What?
It's called her own private summer.
Private
That's a
summer.
I'm having my own private summer right
Nice.
now. Whoa. I don't envy that at all.
I've been through that also,
Yeah.
and it's a glorious day. It was glorious days for me because I love the air conditioner on, and of course she would always get cold. So I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hot flash. I got you, and I would run to that thermostat and take it right down to Jimmy Temp.
Nice, Jimmy
Here we
Temp.
Here we go. Because mostly women aren't as cold. Don't get as warm as men, and it would get hot. She goes, "Oh, it's so cold," and I would say, "Listen, you can put more clothes on. I can't take more off." So I'm going to be naked in the tub with a Mister bottle and missing all my favorite TV shows while you're got a sweater on. Mm-hmm. So, but yes, I'm starting to get hot
Just
again.
getting little tastes of it. Like right now, I'm it's the boobs get huge 4 days out of the month. It's like, oh wow, look at that, fun bags, woohoo! But then there's this voice that comes inside your head that you can't turn off, and you cannot turn it off, and it's like, come on, you gotta go out there and get knocked up. You gotta hoist up the girls and go out there and procreate. Come on, who cares if your eggs are powder? Go on out there and you get laid. And you can't, it's wrong, but you can't turn it off. It's weird. This is what goes on. I'm letting you in on what's going on in the woman's mind. And then you will look at hairy trolls and say to yourself, God, I gotta get some of that. And you know it's wrong, but you can't turn it off.
Oh, the funnest part of that story for me was watching Roy's face as you were
You
describing.
got a little scared or a flashback.
It's classic. Well, it was the vigor in which you did it because you were the voice.
Right.
You were not you. Your voice, your
that's what I'm
inside
saying.
head was coming
Right,
out.
I know.
Shit. That's about knocked the mic off. But it wasn't you for a minute. You were channeling.
I know. You got a little chicken skin?
I was a little scared.
Okay. That's
a
what
little
I'm
scared.
talking. Well, welcome to my world a couple
little
days
scared.
out of the month.
I was scared. I want to live there.
No, you don't.
I don't. It's not one of those days because I'm about ready.
Nope.
You've been listening to Roy and Jimmy thing. Out. Damn. That's not good.
No.
How do you keep
not.
that? How do you shut the hell the voice? The voice just won't stop.
Just tell it to shut up.
Just tell it, and then you have an inner fight. And then,
yes, and then it calms down. I have a piece of chocolate, and all is good.
chocolate does it.
Dark chocolate,
Dark
not
chocolate.
milk.
She's walking around her. She's
None of-
walking around her place like Ghostbusters. Are you the gatekeeper?
Gozer.
It's awful. I don't know if guys go through any of the similar weird things, but let me tell you, it's not fun being a broad. You know what I'm saying? This is not fun.
I'm not. I don't think it is.
I'm all a woman. Don't get me wrong, but there are moments of this crap I'm not enjoying. Okay, just to let you know. I'm getting all amped up.
I'm up right now. I'm like partly scared. I'm not really, but I am.
I am.
But here's the deal. I'm looking here. I'm a man. I'm bigger than she is. She can't. I'm like, hold on a minute. She's in shape. She can whoop my ass. Wait a minute, Jimmy, switch. All of a sudden, Jimmy has the best place in there. He's behind the glass, and I'm like this far away. I feel like I'm just getting. Lang. Hold on. Hey, Jimmy, break time. Dark chocolate down the street, right down.
Yes,
right down the AM PM.
That's so funny.
I do not feel intimidated or pressured behind this piece of glass. I'm fine. What a great guest, Roy.
Great idea, Roy.
Great thing. I'm sure glad you drove all that time.
Right.
Do you want to rethink that drive? I mean, you could be all right.
I know. Yeah. I'll be all right.
Wow, Lee. What were we talking about before it came and you said it was a great story, and I just lost it because we got on a thing. Oh my
About
God.
surgery.
The surgery. That was it.
All right. So, a garlic chicken. Oh my God. I went to Versailles. Cuban food.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's good stuff. It's just reliving me right now. I just had it an hour.
It's your money's worth. It's staying
I
with you
did.
for a while.
Exactly.
Very good.
I feel sorry for the next person using this microphone.
Not till tomorrow morning. It doesn't matter.
We were talking about surgery and that I'm paranoid. My mother kind of instilled that in me about being paranoid. She was extremely,
paranoid on all situations.
Exactly.
Or hypochondriac.
Not hypochondriac on all. Like for instance, I lived on a 139-acre farm, and she's like, "You stay right in the backyard, because you could get killed." And I'm like, "The next car will be next week that'll pass by. We live on a 139-acre farm." Just extremely paranoid, like I was going to get killed by something stupid. So that kind of went over to me, and like the woman or the vet was asking me, she's like, "So, if he goes into cardiac arrest, what would you like me to do?" And I'm like, because they have to ask this.
They have to, but you hate that situation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I teared up because this is my son. I go, "Don't revive him," because I talked to her about it. I got real, because you got to be real. You know what I'm saying?
You got to pull it together.
Right. And she's like, "Look, if they do go under cardiac arrest, chances are they will die within a month afterward. It's not a good thing if it happens to revive them." And I go, "Okay, so let's not revive him." And so I also, I don't like him going under, and I will not go under because of my mother's paranoia that's in me. I had to get a lump removed out of my breast, and I refused to go under. I'm like, she's like, "Okay, we're going to have to," and I go, "Well, you're going to numb the area and you're going to cut it out." She's like, "Excuse me?" And I go, "I'm not going under." She's like, "All right." So they numbed the area, and I watched the whole procedure. I highly recommend it. It was fascinating.
I did that. I had orthoscopic on my knee about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And they said you give you the tap all the way under or local. And of course you ask everybody, and they give you the most horrible story on every situation.
Thank you. Exactly.
And, my dad had a spine down one when he had his knee surgery. He said, "I woke up and I was pissing like a fountain." I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that.
Or you say things, because you're in Twilight, and every exhibit where you are inhibited or whatever, that it goes out the door.
Yeah, inhibition's gone.
Yes, thank you.
You have no filter. You're just saying
no filter. And I'm like, if there's a hot doctor, let me tell you, I will be saying things that will come back to haunt me.
Now, how scary would that be if it was in that moment we needed the chocolate, and you had that no inhibitions, and that voice was coming? Get over here!
Right, I know, right.
When that became Outside Boys. But, they gave me the local shot, and all of a sudden I noticed the monitor. And I said, is that me? And he said, yeah. And I didn't have my glasses, obviously. And so I said, could you grab my glasses? So they went in the waiting room, grabbed my glasses for my wife. She goes, oh, how's he doing? He wants his glasses.
He wants to watch.
And so I got to watch it. It was great.
Is it fascinating?
It looks nothing like you on the inside. So it wasn't scary, intimidating at all. If it was outside, I would be going freaking out. But it was one of the best things I ever experienced. Yeah, just go local, watch the whole thing.
I agree.
Yeah, it was great.
See now,
she just numbed the area, cut open the boob, and pull and snipped out the which was benign, thank God, and she sewed it back up. And she did look at me at one point. She goes, "You all right?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm fine." I think it freaked her out a little bit, but I'll do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, if I could, that's how I do all my surgeries if I ever need one again. It was great.
See, I had
open heart surgery, just whatever. Just give me
give me the little window between that bib right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me a shot of whiskey and give me a belt, a piece of leather.
Yeah.
Good to
Bite
go.
on it.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I had they completely reconstructed my knee. And I actually have a cadaver ligament in there. It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
But they were like, we're going to go local. We're going to do that. And last minute they said, no, we're going to put him out. And it was like, the only thing, I mean, when they gave me the first shot or whatever, when you just start getting all loopy, my knee, I couldn't really walk on. It was pretty bad. So, but when it happened, I was asking all the nurses to dance with me. I'm like, come on, let's get it. Let's. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. I want to dance now.
Right.
I feel like
I feel like dancing right now with my knee all hanging.
My knee feels great.
I wonder if that's like truth serum. Is that what they give you?
I don't know. Isn't that sodium pentothal? Is that what that is?
Yeah, you get just so relaxed, you're not even thinking, so you're uninhibited, and there you go. It comes out like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom said she got put under, and when she came to, she was cussing at everybody. She came out of something and continued into the real world with it.
I've heard both stories. Great stories like, oh, it was awesome. I've never felt that way ever again. I had the best sleep of my life. And then I've also heard the opposite. Puking, awful, you're groggy, you got cotton mouth, and you can't, it's just awful.
I took my shot at the local going, well, at least I'll be there. I'll see what's going on. They put you down at the end because they have to, wrap it up. Yeah. But it was just like a momentary thing, like an hour later you come to and you're like, okay, we're good. I know what happened.
Did you get the Roto-Rooter yet? Did you get that yet?
The camera up?
Yeah.
No, I got the finger.
No.
I got that test, but I didn't get the camera yet.
Well, we're approaching that age now.
Yes,
I'm already there.
Did you get it done yet?
No, we just talked about this with John and Carlos last week, and they said it's no big deal. Go get it done. I've done it twice.
I heard they put you under for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't want that. You just shove that shit right in there and just give me just a couple shots around my ass cheeks, and I can't. No, I don't want to do that.
I've been prepping my brain for it for like 15 years, knowing it's coming.
Oh.
I know I would be okay. I'll look like my dog does when they take the temperature at the vet. We know the eyes bug a little. They bug a little, and I'll be okay for a couple days with that thing. But going under, knowing that it's going up in there, no, I'm not real comfortable with that yet.
Did you hear Robin Williams' bit about that? And just,
I'm sure I did.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And then he walks and he keeps farting.
You're right,
oh my God, he's just, I miss him.
I was so uptight during my prostate exam that the gloves actually stayed in, and I told the doc, that's cool. I'm going home and doing a full body wash anyway, so we're out of here. So.
Oh, man.
Well, speaking of you met him, Robin Williams. I saw a picture of you and him. And
the
stuff.
Throckmorton Theater.
Oh, up north, Mill Valley.
Yeah. Talked to him 45 minutes. He met Benny. Benny loved him. He loved Benny. And, it was
awesome.
Just awesome.
Kathy Ladman's up there today, actually, in Mill Valley at that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he stopped doing the Tuesday, didn't he, Mark Pitta? Didn't he stop doing his show?
Maybe occasional.
Pitta and Friends?
Yeah, I don't know if she's just doing it all by herself, but I noticed she did that, and you just said the name. So I knew, Mill Valley, I know about that place.
One of my top 3 favorite places to perform, because old vaudeville used to perform there.
Oh, nice.
I've been there a couple times now, and it's hands down my favorite place. And then across the street is this B&B. Oh, God, I sleep so nice.
A buddy of ours up there, Miles Weber, Roy.
Yeah.
He plays up there. He loves that place, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I know.
You know what? We're going all this cool stuff. You know what I'm doing right now?
Clenching?
I am clenching a little bit still.
Yeah,
I'm just like, it's still right.
Kegels?
It's still right there.
You're like
It's
in
still,
that.
like, right.
You're in that TV show now. What would you do?
What would I do?
Camera comes.
No.
I'm puckered up right now, man.
You know what?
Like, nope.
I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep like before. I mean, on the way there, you just load me out. Roll. No.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem. It'll be all right.
Well, everyone says. I mean, Sean was here last week telling us it was piece. It's dude, just go do it. It's no big deal.
Yeah. No big deal.
And his doctor complimented him.
As long as you how long have you been with your girl?
3 years.
Okay, so you farted in front of each other, so expect to do that afterwards. You know, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's
because they fill you up with gas so they can see things in your colon.
So you gotta open it up. It's like the Incredible Journey. It's like that thing with it. They're going. Brrr, that's all I picture. Oh, watch out!
Oh,
there's a cornflake from 1972. Brrr, get around it. I mean, what is that?
Right.
Oh no! I knew somebody that worked in an office where they did that.
Yeah.
And
oh man.
And they said it's funny afterwards because everyone does. I walk up and they're like, "Don't worry, happens to everyone, no big deal."
We have a caller.
We got a caller.
Oh, a caller.
Yeah. Line 1, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Dave. How you doing tonight?
Good, Dave. How are you?
You know what? I'm mixed right now. I'm mixed. I'm eating a reheated chuck roast. I'm hearing about surgery and orthoscopic knee openings, but I'm laughing my ass off.
You're laughing your ass off.
That's awesome.
Well, that's good.
And I'm luckily I'm keeping everything down, so that's the best part.
Well, good.
Great show tonight. I'm so glad. I'm really entertained by your guest tonight. I was wondering if I could ask her a quick question.
Oh, go right ahead. You're live with her right now.
Oh, wonderful. Lang, if I could, first off, it's an honor and a pleasure. I want to ask you, for someone who hasn't, say, done stand-up comedy like myself, people have told me maybe I should get into it, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if I should really go that route. What would you recommend as far as somebody to start off doing that? And also, what should someone expect? And the same goes for you, Roy and Jimmy. You know, please add your input. You know, what do you think should be expected going in and out of it? And also, if you can, add your best experience. You know, add your best experience you've ever had.
I would say get up every single night. Every night. Don't do it, because I had someone actually come up to me, a woman in Idaho Falls, and she's like, I want to do stand-up, and it's so much fun. And she actually told me a joke, and it was good. It was, it needs work. It had a good premise, but it was fun. But I told her, she goes, well, how often should I get up, And I'm like, you get up every single night, and her eyes bugged, and I think I just cut her career.
Around that?
Yeah, she's not going to do stand-up now.
Not going to do it anymore, no.
Right. So, yeah, you get up every single night.
I would say, I mean, getting up is a thing.
Yeah, and expect to bomb. Don't expect to kill.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And be afraid. If you want to be nervous, that's all part of it. I still get nervous depending on the show, and I've been doing it like 6 years now. It's an excited nervous, and you're gonna have a bad show, but you're gonna have some great shows, and you'll have that one show that'll keep you going. That one experience that'll be the best thing in your life and keep you going.
And it'll be kind of an addiction after that.
It'll be addiction whether you bomb or not your first time. It's a rush being on that stage whether it's awful or not.
Exactly.
You'll remember it, and your heart will be pumping like you killed even if you didn't. It's a great experience.
There is no failure. Because we always put this in our head that you have to kill and you got to do well. No. Everything is learning factor. It's when you eat crap, it's still you learn from it, what to do and what not to do. And I highly recommend record every single one of your sets so you can go back and listen, because you're not going to remember what did well and what did not.
Yeah, video it or audio it. It doesn't matter. But, because something will come out during one of your shows and that you're going, what was that thing? Because you think you're going to remember it and you won't.
Oh, awesome. Great. Thank you so much. And real quick, your experience on Last Comic Standing, was that positive? Did you learn from that? Did you take anything away from that that helped you out, or did anything hinder you?
Oh, absolutely. I'll never forget when Ralphie May, I was going up, I was in the semifinals, and I was at the Laugh Factory, and I was turning white. I was so scared. And I remember,
was that the first season?
Yes, first season. And I was about to go up to do my set in front of the judges, in front of Buddy Hackett and Monique, I think it was, and Joe Rogan. And Ralphie May looked at me, and he's like, breathe, and he took an inhale and he exhaled, and kind of we got into the same rhythm of breathing, and he goes, just breathe and have fun. And I'll never forget that, because that made my set, because I was losing it. First time ever on the stage, and plus in front of, you get in your head, there's famous people watching you, and it was the best experience.
Me and Roy, we did that to each other the first time we did the Comedy Store.
Ah, okay.
And we were excited like 3 weeks before that, but once we got there, we both had that look on our face, and we both looked at each other and did a little Lamaze.
Yes, absolutely.
Together, it was kind of
we're in the green room.
It was a little weird, but it worked.
And it works in regular life. Is that if you're nervous, would you just stop and get in one with your breath? It's amazing.
Who's a big proponent of that is I'm a big follower of, and I've been to one of his 4-day events. Is Tony Robbins?
Yeah,
is huge about that. His big thing is always breathe, and it's so important at all times. It puts everything back in sync in your whole body, your mind, your body. It relaxes you and everything else.
Because when you're tense, you will notice that you are holding your breath.
Yeah.
Dan, is it? Dan?
No, it's David.
David, where are you calling us from, buddy?
I'm Redlands right now.
Oh, nice. Southern Cal. Very good.
Nice.
And I heard the dog conversation earlier, and I was kind of tending to him and trying to tune in and tend to him. He's an emotional little guy. I love my little terrier, but he might start barking. I'm trying to avoid him for the little bit. I love you, boy. You're good. But I wish everybody's dogs well. I heard about the surgery and all that stuff earlier.
Do you have $700 I can borrow for a while?
We'll give you a Kickstarter program.
Yeah, the Kickstarter. Yes,
I wish I did. I would if I could.
No worries.
Well, thanks for calling us, buddy. I appreciate it. Got any more questions? You good?
No. This has been great. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks, David.
Thanks a lot.
Looky there.
Huh?
Nice call.
Awesome. We got a call.
A call. Look at that.
I feel important.
I'm all ramped up.
Nice.
Very informative. Good time there and stuff. Okay, so last comic standing. How? We'll get into it after break. We're about to take a little break and stuff. I want to get into that.
Yeah, let's get into that when we get back.
We're going to leave a cliffhanger. So
keep
listening.
When we get back, I want to talk about last comic standing with you.
Okay.
Your beginnings in comedy, and we'll get to know the comic Lang Parker.
All right.
That's what's known as a hook.
Is that a hook? A little teaser?
It's a hook.
Yeah.
A teaser. Leave him hanging.
Oh, good.
Nailed it again. Look at that, right?
Jimmy, holy cow.
Wow. You are listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing here on chaoticradio.com. Give us a call off the break. Ask about God, Lee, really? Ask about that show. Last Comic Standing. Or you can give us a call at 909-989-0789. We'll be back after the break. See you in a minute.
Nailed it again, Jimmy.
Welcome back to the Roy and Jimmy thing, where Jimmy's killing it. Is he?
Hey, Mr. DJ.
I try to size up without being too obvious, but sometimes it works, and I'm probably at 85%, 87.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
This way we're getting ready to come in, and all of a sudden you see Lane go, oh! Here he comes. Welcome back to the Roy and Jimmy thing here on chaoticradio.com. We're hanging out with Lang Parker and Benny.
We are having a blast.
What's up,
Benny?
Benny's still thinking, man, I had my teeth work done today.
Exactly.
I'm not completely into this now.
Oh.
He's hanging in there. He's a trooper.
Right. He's a trooper.
Well, I'll catch him staring at me through the window, and it just melts me. This dog is so cute.
He was just leaning over the board looking at me like, Why are you here?
What do you do, mister?
What do you do? What do you do? So give us a call. Ask a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, David
Find out what's
called.
going
That
on.
was great and stuff. 909-989-0789. Hope you're obviously you're listening to us at chaoticradio.com. You can use the TuneIn app. Search Chaotic, save it as your favorite, tune in anytime. And we're also on iTunes. Look up, search Roy and Jimmy, and subscribe. All episodes are up now. Listen to when we started this humble little show of ours and to now. And so download, listen to any episodes anytime.
All of that.
And the show, the station is full of all kinds of shows, Roy.
Station is packed full.
Isn't it?
New shows coming. I mean, of course, who do we have? Every day, flagship, 8 to 11, Blaine Humbles.
The Blaine Humble Show, 8 to 11, live Monday through Friday.
And then replayed immediately after that if you're a late riser.
Immediately.
But, I mean, that's good to listen to if you want to catch something you missed.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't participate if you don't do it 8 to 11.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking what you need 6 hours of Blaine in the morning.
You'll catch everything you missed and more.
Right. It's like watching a movie twice, except back to back. And that way if there's anything,
And we've done that. We've all done that.
Yeah, I've done it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No problem.
No problem.
No problem. So we've got that Monday nights. We've got Football Matters 8 to 10. But May 1st, the Zig Zone is moving over that way.
Moving where?
To Monday nights.
Monday nights are before us.
Not anymore.
Wow. Are they expanding?
May 4th. They're going 6 to 8. So they were going 7 to 8. They're going 6 to 8. So you get more Zig.
Oh, awesome.
More Zig for your buck. So they're going to go right on before Football Matters.
Great show. Chaotic
Motorsports Tuesday, 6 to 7. Roy and Jimmy thing, 8 to 10, of course, that's what we're doing here. We got 7 to 8 RPM with Gucci, 2 to 4 on Wednesdays. Comedy for Causes, Wednesday, 6 to 8. Under the Covers with Mark, 8 to 10. And the White Broncos Show, live, 10:30 on Wednesdays. Of course, the Chaotic Locker Room.
With Trucker Matt and the CFO.
Oh, wait a minute. The CFO or the EGO? Did you see that?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
He said he couldn't even work at Domino's. He can't deliver.
He can't deliver. So
I got to come to his aid because I know how he feels.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
So there we go. So we got Trucker Matt and the EGO.
The EGO?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I can't let them both know I'm wearing a Dodger. I actually should let them know.
Right.
I'm both wearing my Dodger jersey because we got a Trucker Matt's a giant guy. And, of course, Mr. EGO is the Angels
fan
of Anaheim.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But hey, that's okay. It's
okay.
Diversity.
I love diversity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you can do it. This is your show, too.
Chaotic Locker Room.
Chaotic Locker Room.
Thursday night, 6 to 8.
6 to 8. Then we got By All Means with Rod Barajas, 8 to 10.
Great show.
The Playa Show on Friday, 7 to 8.
Playa.
Saturdays, 5 to 7. Toxic Underground Live. 7 to 8, Motown Mayhem. The Sports Gods, Sunday, 6 to 8. Fanboy Universe, we just saw
Brandon
was here a little bit ago.
Yep.
So 6 to 8 Sundays. And the Jack of All Nerds with our buddy,
Derek Murray,
8 to 10 Sunday night. So you've got everything here on Chaotic Radio.
I listened to Dutchie's program last week, dude.
Yes.
He is hilarious.
Yes, I know. I try to dial him in at work sometimes.
He's off the cuff. He plays this old punk rock that you haven't heard in years. It was such a good time listening to that.
Yeah.
When he's on 2 to
4 on Wednesdays.
4. Yeah,
Wednesdays.
The guy was hilarious. Great music, too.
Tomorrow, 2 to 4, if you're at work, listen in by using the TuneIn app.
By all means, tune in.
Or chaoticradio.com.
Chaoticradio.com or the TuneIn app. Search Chaotic Radio. Save as a favorite. Boom, it's always there when you log in.
Always. As soon as you log in, it's there.
It's there.
Nice.
Yes. Nice.
It's there.
We're done with all that legal stuff now.
Oh, God, we just paid some bills there.
No, we didn't pay any bills. We just talked about ourselves. If you want to help us pay some bills,
yeah,
you can catch either Jimmy or myself.
Message us. We've got some ad specials going on. We'll get you hooked up here with some live reads, some professionally made commercials. Hit us up. Hit anybody here up at chaoticradio.com. But find me and Roy. We'll definitely hook you up and give you some more information.
Dialed in digital advertising.
What?
Yes.
The fuck?
What?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to pick up the business section in the newspaper on Sunday to find out your ads on.
You know, we were just talking about that yesterday about Don's daughter was reading horoscopes.
Yeah.
And Don says, "Oh," and she's reading them, and she's like this and that. And she goes, "It's pretty true, and it's pretty true." She's 14, and she's what? Don says, "Well, they're in the paper every day," and I looked, "A paper? What?
Yeah.
When's the last time you read a paper?"
Today. But
Did you really?
I looked at it because it was in the bin at my coffee place, and I picked it up and I
Yeah,
looked
if you're
at it.
waiting, it's there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to do now is not always be on my phone. I always am heads down. I'm starting to get a neck ache because that's all you know what? Eventually you're going to be born with eyes on the top of our heads because
they'll slowly inch up over the
right.
forehead. Yeah.
I'm not lying.
That's the evolution of what we're doing now.
Exactly. We are screwing us up big time. So I'm making a pact like definitely when I'm at dinner with someone, phone is off. Whoever checks it first, you pay the bill.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, I love it. And then second of all is that when I'm in line or I'm waiting and just to be aware and open and maybe have conversation. I'm single,
What?
so you never know what I'm saying.
Conversation with other people?
Exactly.
In the same area you are?
Yes.
And you got to look at them?
I know, it's scary.
You are like...
Rare.
You are rare.
I'm like a unicorn.
You know why?
Unicorn.
You know why?
Why?
No wonder you hugged a tree.
I know.
What? That's crazy. So Jimmy, you left a hook.
I did what?
You
Oh,
left
yeah,
a
the
hook
hook.
before the break.
The hook.
Yes.
Hook
last
up!
comic, season 1.
Bring it.
This is probably my favorite season. Obviously, it was the first season. Last comic standing. I saw you. I saw people I work with now. It was just, I wasn't even doing comedy then when I watched this. And it's just amazing to be around all these people. But you have been doing it how long? I know it's a cliche.
Oh, I think about 14 years now.
Nice. What got you going?
What got me going is I always had to be the center of attention. So what more would you want?
Perfect answer.
Stand in the
Open
middle of...
mic. You did your first open mic. You did what you were supposed to do. Do the open mic.
I got into improv first. I got into improv, and then a guy that was in class says, "Hey, I put together the entertainment at this old people's home on Fairfax. Come on down and tell some jokes, do some stand-up." And I was like, "What is that?" And so, I mean, I kind of knew, but I didn't know. I had no idea, what kind of prep to do, what kind of writing to do. So I just knew what I knew and talked about Wisconsin and totally ate it. David, right? His name is David.
David,
Okay.
yeah.
So I ate it, and I vowed to myself, oh my God, I'll never do that again. But then this guy came up to me, that was there. He's like, "Kid, keep doing what you're doing. You got great stage presence." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks, sir." And the woman that worked there, like a manager or something, come running over to me. She's like, "What did that man say to you?" And I said, "Well, he said that I have great stage presence and I should just keep doing it." And she's like, "You listen to that man. That was Milton Berle's brother."
Wow.
So that was, how you get signs from the universe?
Yeah.
Sure.
That was a sign. And so that began the ball to roll.
Nice. Very nice.
That's very cool.
Oh, yeah. And David, don't expect to kill your first time. And then if you do, believe me, it's a fluke.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not trying to diss you or anything.
No.
You just still keep doing it. And if you eat it, that's okay because you're going to get better and better and better.
Some of my best favorite comedy memories of being on stage are actually of eating it. It's funny, especially if some of your friends are there with you, your comic buddies. Yeah. It's nothing to be scared of. It's actually
because it is, and this is it's a hard psychology to get, but it's not about the audience. It's about you and your process and how you are going to work through these obstacles. It's your process, not about if the audience laughs or not or if whatever. It's not about them. It's you. Remember that.
Right.
That was one of another best things of advice that I've gotten.
Well, yeah, it's like I always say karaoke when people say, "Do you karaoke?" I do and I don't. In karaoke, you have to actually it's better to sing not what you like, but what they like. That's a better experience. But in comedy, as long as you're yourself,
yes,
and you're not lying about anything. If I'm telling you, I was in a black neighborhood and I grew up rough and tough in the hood, you already know I'm full of shit. You're not going to believe me.
You have to speak your truth.
Because people know.
They know.
They can sense it. They're like, this guy's full of shit.
Well,
they know.
We first started doing comedy. I'm sure everyone was. I would start watching comedy after that differently. I'd watch and I'd look at a comic going, he's lying.
Yeah.
He's lying. That's not true. He's full of shit.
Yep.
Yeah. It's weird, but that's how I watch comedy now. You're not telling the truth, dude.
Absolutely.
But then we know. People know. I mean, come on.
They know when you're scared.
Oh, yeah.
So try to master that also, David, is not to show that you're being scared. Just go up there and be you.
So it's a couple of like when I first time I went up was at a damn bowling alley. That someone made me do it. They're like, "You're gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go," and
Corbin
we went
Bowl?
and watched. It was
Bowl?
it was a Lucky Strike Lanes at the Block at Orange,
Okay.
and we went to go see one. So you got to try this. You got to try this. Jimmy had just started. You got to try. You got to try. And I went, and they said. I went up and it was like I remember it's like okay you got to do 3 minutes. And I'm like holy shit!
I know.
Are you kidding me? It went all right, but the thing I always go back to is I was at that time you're kind of fearless in a way because you're doing something you've never done before,
right?
And you're going to do it. But why, when you get settled into your stuff, you just kind of lay on the old stuff, and you because I don't want to try anything new. The first time you had no idea what you're doing. Why not do it all the time?
Right.
So that little fearless thing that just pushes you over the edge, you got to keep that. I think that keeps the edge a little bit. Yeah. Of course, I don't almost shit myself anymore, but then it's like you're all pitting out. Like,
God, yeah. Or I got to pee every 2 minutes. I'm like, oh my God,
I gotta go.
It's like, where's this water coming from?
Where's it?
Seriously,
it just happened.
Right?
Who brought this water in me?
Yeah.
They did the hydrating thing behind your neck. You didn't know it.
Right. Exactly.
Soaking you in.
So Ralphie saved you, or not saved you, but helped.
Just made me calm.
Yeah. So how'd you get hooked up into Last Comic Standing?
I you know what was weird is I'm trying to remember that. I know I got an email or a phone call to come on down, but I don't remember who it was from. And they said, come on down and stand in, and come on down and audition. Well, I get there. Well, there's a line wrapped around the block. It was at NBC Studios.
Yeah.
And I was like 100 and I was number 137, I think it was, if that reminds me of if I'm recollecting whatever, and waited 6 hours.
Wow.
I mean, it was I'm like, what am I doing? And then finally I got in there and auditioned, and then that was it. I got to go that night to Laugh Factory and perform.
Wow,
How
that
cool
night.
is that?
So you auditioned, and that night.
I think it was that night or was the next night. One of the two. I know it was pretty exhausting.
Nervous in line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was that crap. Yeah.
So you were just maybe a year or two in, maybe 3?
Couple years in. I did not have like 5 or 10 minutes. I was lucky to have 3.
Wow.
Or it was what some open micers call a half-hour set they have in the pocket.
Yeah.
You've got 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's what you really got.
I was lucky if I had 5, maybe 3.
Well, it impressed him.
Yeah.
And you got through.
Yeah.
So how hard was that, though? Because you've got to stretch then, because if you didn't have any more than that to you had to really evolve a lot on the show at the spot.
Well, I was only in 2 episodes. I was in the semifinals and the finals.
Right. But still, I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
You had to push. That's like.
Yeah. Oh, I got, with a coach, and I go, help me! So we just did what I knew best, which is me.
Me. Not me, you.
Yeah, you.
That got a little scary.
Well, yeah, the first time I saw you was when we performed almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When we performed together, I saw your whole set, and it was like you're just out there. Your personality, there's no doubt who you are.
Well, I'm still trying to find it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we all are, yeah.
Yeah.
We do the same sets after a few times. We all get bored with our own, going, I want to just kind of twist that, Yeah. And one of my jokes I actually use as my closer, developed from my open mic days, and I just saw the evolution of this thing. It's nothing like it, but the seed of this thing is right there, and that's what we love doing. Midway through a set, just twist it, throw a little something on there.
I love it.
When the crowd is with you, you just
it's icing on the cake. You can't describe it.
Me and Roy did
phenomenal.
We did a benefit show at Desert Hot Springs like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we had maybe
who books that?
It was cool.
Yeah, it was for a charity event, and she the gal worked for the Rotary Club, and yes, so we went out there with Brian Marnock, Jen Murphy, and then Jeff Garcia came through.
Oh, Jen.
Yeah, Jen's awesome.
Yeah.
But it was one of them 15-minute sets. I was going through it, and I got nowhere near the end of my usual 15 minutes. The crowd was that good.
I love it.
That was great.
I got off. I was done, and I looked at Roy, and I said, I am not even 3/4 of the way through what I usually do. This was such fun.
Isn't it the best? It's like the Ice House. You can't fail there.
Oh, no.
The Ice Out. The main room
God.
there. God, that main room is something.
Love it.
Yeah.
So pack that thing up, and it's like.
You don't even have to pack it up. It feels great in there. The low ceiling and the way it sounds in there.
It just explodes at you. I mean, it really explodes.
Unlike other places, we'll talk about behind the scenes, but unlike other places where they're all folded their arms and like, go ahead, make me laugh. I'm like, really?
There's one club that happens a lot at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I've been there, it's been just a grind.
Yeah. It's awful.
And it's just one location.
Oh, yeah. I bet I know what it is.
I mean, I had someone one time just kind of get right up front. And
Yes.
Walk out. Score. Let me out of here.
Yeah.
I win. I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
Retire.
I'll say this now because the place is closed, but one of the hardest places to work was the Lovitz Club. The crowds were great, but it was so shallow.
Yes.
But I'm 6'4", looking down 4 feet already.
Right.
I'm looking at the feet and ankles of level 2, and then I'm catching James's eyes for the music cues. To get off James is way to hell up there in the the tower. I'll call it. And the bar's busy. It was just a terrible layout. We played that one a lot when we first started. They put us up and we had a great time and everyone was great. It was weird stage. I used to go back and wander. Roy used to call me Duck Hunter. So I just want to play a video game and shoot you.
Shoot him. He's just back and forth.
Well, you have this football field that you're not using, and you got a crowd that is this wide.
There is a rhyme and not rhyme, but there's a what do you call it? You have to have certain things. You have to have good lighting. You have to have a good stage, not a stage where you're way up high looking down upon the people. The more intimate you can make it, the better.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's definitely
a recipe for.
There's the word.
There you go. There's a recipe for doing comedy.
I saw a deal where who did that? Was it Todd Glass did that? Where he said he could build it. Where he actually built a room. It's got to be dark. It's got to be this. It's got to be low lighting. It
was in Last Comic Standing. Here's how you build a room. Dark,
was that what he did?
Low ceilings.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I Am Comic.
I Am Comic. That's what he did.
My bad.
But it was. You know what he was building? He was building the Ice House.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He really did. It was low, dark. I mean, that's what he was building. Intimate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what he was building. It was kind of funny. But he said, there is a recipe. It's without a doubt.
I remember the first time I did, I think it was Ontario Improv, because they did Irvine, the old Irvine, and it was okay. I could hear really good the crowd response. But the first time I went on there, I almost threw up in the bathroom and left. I stayed in the bathroom. It was my buddy. If he didn't walk in, I was walking out. I was leaving.
Right.
Kyle Cease was giving me a guest spot. It was a Sunday early night, and it was like 300 people.
Wow.
This is my first big spot, and I'm like, oh, I'm shitless. And I'm walking out the door, and my buddy pulled up. Hey, did you start yet? No, not yet. Right this way, and that kept me there. But the one I had a hard time with was Ontario. Hearing back at you. It carried different. That first time I did it, I had to pace myself. I didn't know the big difference between clubs like at that point as far as the sound. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a learning curve, but I got it down now. But you're looking for the reaction, but you're not going to get it in that big club the way you're used to.
Well, the finals was in Vegas, and we were performing at I don't remember the name of it. It was the one with the Italian or the French place.
Bellagio?
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
With the balloon on the outside.
Yeah, Paris.
Yeah. So we performed there, and that was like 1,200 or 1,400 people. That was the first time ever I've experienced that. Wow. And you have to slow it down.
They got to catch it. You got to carry it back.
You lob it out there, wait for a response, then wait for their response, and then do your next joke. Besides, do your joke and set up punchline. No. You need to set up and punchline.
Yeah.
Pause.
It's like Roy with the phone number. 909.
909.
Because they won't catch it. You talk too fast. By the time it got to them.
It was so big. 1,400 people.
That's
it was
a lot of people.
Oh my God. Now I'm like, bring it, bitch. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'd still be scared. Don't get me wrong. But it would be a different experience.
Oh, geez.
1,400. That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, most ever for me is just a 350 or so. That's been it.
Yeah,
if I could imagine.
Still nice.
No, I couldn't
350 can act like 1,400 though.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
But I mean, 1,400 people. Think about that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about looking out at that, just like, whoa. That's like rock star status.
Yeah, if you can see that far. Yeah.
Stop, Jimmy.
Sorry.
If I can see that far.
Well, the Grove. I did the Grove Theater, and it's set up it's a theater.
Right.
And it's not as big.
Theaters. Oh.
Maybe it holds, 250? But, you're barely seeing your feet. That's how that glary with the theater is. But, yeah. It's hard not seeing the audience, too, when you're performing, when you're used to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a theater, Bing Crosby, that's up in Washington. I think it's Richland, if I'm not mistaken, or Spokane, one of the two, I forget. And it's amazing to perform there. It's a two-tiered. It's like vaudeville used to perform there also. Very old theater,
nice.
but just great. I was there for the Seattle International Comedy Competition, and that was one of the stops, and it was just magical. It was great.
Nice.
That's
So
good
do you do competitions to win, or you just do it for the time?
No, you
and the
cannot have
people?
that attitude. You cannot. And it's a little. It's hard though. It's hard. You cannot go in there to win, because it's just it's subjective. How can you make a contest out of it? You just go in there and just to be in that experience, to make you relax, because you are being judged or whatever, and it's a different audience every night in a different venue. It's best experience. It's another thing, David. Get yourself in a competition.
I would love to do that type of comedy festival competition. I've done the local ones, but it basically boils down to he brought more people than you.
Yeah.
And
I'm doing the Calgary Funny Fest this year in
Nice.
first week of June. So I'm going up to Calgary and going to do some comedy up there. It's a contest, but I'm not going to think of it as that. Otherwise, I
Right.
freak myself out. I'm not adult yet,
Yeah, well, me and Roy, we think the same way. And my buddy Sean Williams is. We'll do a comedy competition. Just whoever's on the bill, and just because I love performing with certain people, and we just do it for the camaraderie and
Exactly.
and to view different comics. I love watching comics of all styles just to see how everyone does. Yeah. I appreciate your style. I don't like, but I like what you do.
And I find isn't it interesting, the people that then you watch them when they're under stress? Fascinating.
Right.
It's nothing mean. It's just interesting to see how people
we
deal
do
with
it
the
to
stress.
each other.
Yeah.
He'll perform before me, and he'll get through a set or a bit I know he does, and I'll go inside. I'll go, oh shit, here we go. It's not working.
Oh,
Is that,
God.
because we know each other so well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and same with Sean and all our other buddies. You go, well, he missed it. It's not working. Oh God.
Right.
Oh God.
I'm with Hick and Chick show, and I know his Benji Wright. I know his set, and when things are going right, I'm like, here it comes. And he knows mine too. He's like, oh, that didn't work too good tonight. I'm like, yeah, I know. Thanks for the reminder.
That might be the universal sound we all make for each other.
That is it.
Jesus.
Because we know what that feels like when you're in that position.
Yes.
You're just like,
Well, Roy did this. We did this. We'll do a clean show where it has to be clean.
Right. I know.
And I got to turn. My buddy Carlos Escobar set this up where we did a clean show, and he broke under the pressure, and I call it pulling the pin. He threw the grenade in, and he broke. He went into this tampon joke with little leaguers, and I said, he pulled the pin.
Oh my God!
And
He pulled more than that.
Yeah, me and Roy, we were doing this show Saturday. I went up first, and everyone's telling what they were going to do, and I'm the first clean guy. I was nervous. I was judging all my stuff. I'd asked Roy in the audience and my other buddies, hey, guys, I'm going to try this one. I'll clean it up. And we had a good time, but everyone after me totally jumped the shark and pulled the pin.
I didn't jump the shark.
You pulled the pin.
Yeah. They told me I pulled the pin.
But that's my saying for all of my comics. He pulled the pin.
Yeah.
I see the post come up. Roy pulled the pin, not so clean.
Hashtag not so clean.
A contest. I mean, you won 2008.
Yeah.
California's Funniest Female.
Yes. Yeah, it was great. It was scary. I mean, are you kidding me?
I bet.
The
it's
pressure of it, but it's good to have it underneath your belt. I was very honored.
It was just. I mean, the whole state wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. No. Yes. Whatever.
Golly. That had to be though. I mean, that's just cool. I mean, when something, that's where the bigger contests we were just talking about, and the little ones are kind of like, yeah, I brought friends and I brought that and they voted. But when you go to something big and win something like that's freaking cool.
But the thing is, because I never think I'm gonna win. So that night I didn't even.
That's the best attitude. Yeah.
I can't get that high on my horse. I've never been able to do that. I always think I'm a turd. That's the way I am. And then when I won, I was losing it a little bit. I got teary eyed, and I'm like, you got to man up. You can't be getting all weepy and this shit. It was cool.
That's
it was
awesome.
very cool.
Now, see, I would have cried. You manned up. I would have turned into a little girl. I'm like, I would have think like everyone has supported me my whole life.
Yeah.
It brought me to this.
Oh, I got
moment.
that speech. Let me tell you.
Man, I was there.
Oh, I got that speech, and the ones that dissed me, and the ones that are a-holes, and
There's not any of those.
Oh no, not at all.
Everyone's supportive.
100%.
But actually, you know what? The haters, they do give me that extra. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that.
They give me the fire. They give me my fire. All the boyfriends that dissed me or never went out with me or dropped me like a hot potato, I'm like, wait. Just wait.
That's a Toby Keith song.
Really?
How do you like me now?
I don't have to listen to that.
How do you like me? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way.
Well, the guy that won a bunch of Grammys, he won the buttload of Grammys, and his lover broke up with him, and because of that, he created.
Sam
yes,
yeah,
5 or 7 Grammys, and he even said it in his speech. He goes, "Thanks, you just gave me 5 Grammys or whatever," and I'm like, "Yeah."
So you're gonna save that speech for your Emmy.
Absolutely, whatever it is, I don't know what the hell.
I'm thinking Emmy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pull. I mean, you didn't you do a pilot too one time, or?
Yeah.
Was that?
But
recent?
that doesn't mean you don't know if they're going to go.
No,
or
I know,
not. I'm
but
like
still.
the George Clooney of pilots.
Yeah,
I've done so many of them.
Yeah, pilots, extra work. I'm looking at the pictures here. You can fit any role here. Looking at your pictures on IMDb.
I'm gonna be on billboards up in Northern California for John Muir Medical, which is freaking me out. I think that's entertaining.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely got to post that.
Yeah.
We need.
Well, as soon as it gets up.
Yeah, for
which will
sure.
be in June.
But yeah,
I think.
you're filling pretty much every role here just from the pictures on the IMDb.
I don't believe, because I hate when other comics get on their high horse and go, "You're not a comic because you do other things and you're on TV," and I'm like, okay, who said there was any wrong or right ways to go about being a comic? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just did the road and I'm going to be going back out again, so it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't do the road.
So Drew Carey, he's not a comic anymore.
Yeah, right.
Tim Allen, yeah, Jerry Seinfeld, yeah, these guys all suck now.
Right.
They're not true. They're not true.
That's you know what it is?
Haters.
It's haters.
Exactly
There's going to be haters.
Sounds like everyone
Whatever.
dumping on Kevin Hart right now, but then they dumped on Cat Williams a few years ago. It's just pick your poison.
He's making he's succeeding. He's making money, and I would imagine, not just the money. He's probably, I hope, he's doing what he loves to do. So you're a winner in my eyes.
Exactly. If you get that far, then you can do that.
And you know the other side of it is my favorite. Oh shoot, we got to get out. I'm gonna do it real quick.
No, go ahead.
They when you do get well, do real well, like Kevin Hart or anyone.
Everybody's your friend.
Either your friend or they turn the other way and they even get more hater and they sold out.
Exactly.
I sold what? I'm famous now, so I sold out. Yeah. I'm shut up.
I got a buddy, a comic buddy. We started about the same time, and right now he is blowing up. Yeah. He is like passing me, but I'm so proud of him. And I got nothing but good for him. You know, it's
exactly.
It hit for you, and you're rolling with it. You deserve it, dude. I mean,
absolutely. I'm the same way.
Then Alonzo Bowden told us that.
I love Alonzo.
Yeah,
he's great.
He told me and Roy that. He said, someone's going to pass you up. It's just the way it works. It's not fair. It's not unfair. It's the way it works.
Yeah, don't sit around and go, where's mine?
Yeah.
Exactly. What is that with their hand out? I'm like, bust your nut on the road, man, or do whatever it takes, but get the fire or the irons in the fire and work for it.
Right.
A lot of these up and coming comics are just like, oh, I don't do. I'm not going to drive to Rancho Cucamonga. I'm like, really? Well, then your career is not going to go very far because you're not going out and getting on the stage or whatever.
Jimmy and I talk about this with the show. At first, we'd try to get people on. We weren't sure what direction we were going to do with this,
Yeah.
And now we're lucky enough that we're getting great guests like you, and people no, seriously. And people are like, well, early it's like, well, it's in Rancho Cucamonga, and dude, you'll drive an hour for 5 minutes. We're going to give you 2 hours.
Of all you.
All you, people learn about you. You're going to be on a podcast. You're going to be here. You're going to be there. And it's like, well, I don't, you know what? You don't want to work. I don't care.
Exactly. I want to get more Twitter followers, please.
Right.
Twitter, follow me. Lang Comedy. Please. Lang Comedy. Ugh. My goal is to get to 5,000 by July.
Well, let's help her get there.
She's got a goal. Let's do this.
I got a goal. I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking you to follow me.
So we've got langcomedy.com, at langcomedy at Twitter, Lang's World 2012 on Instagram, and hickandchick.com. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, hickandchick.com.
Coming
to a town near you.
With actual current dates.
Right.
Yes.
Don't be lazy. Keep your website up to date. You tell people to go
and actually,
there.
it's getting revamped right now, so it's going to be better and stronger. And,
there you go. You guys are.
It's more fierce.
Look at the new one, the old one now, and then the new lemon scented one's coming soon.
Yes.
No, not lemon scented. I think the new one's going to have a little attitude, like the voice in your head.
And
actually, a little more.
It is like leather. It's going to have leather and ammo. Yeah, gunpowder, baby. Let's do this.
Gunpowder, pine scented.
Yeah.
Give me all that there.
Oh! Oh, he nails it again, man. Woo! Let's do this.
We're going to take a quick one because we got to get back here real quick. You're listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing on chaoticradio.com. We've got Lang, Parker, and Benny. Give us a call after the break.
Tonight we sail on a radio song. Rescue me. Should I go down?
All right, I had to give her that one.
Baby, you don't. Oh, are you kidding me?
Come on, bring it.
I got
Here it comes. Come on, Lang.
What about the front door? You don't knocking on my front door. Same old lines you used to use before.
Huh?
There, what am I supposed to do?
Jimmy nailing it again. Got Lang all wound up. The arms were going again.
I got a couple pumps on that one.
You got that was more than a couple. That was a fist pump and the sideways thing all at the same time. That was like that adrenaline
Stop
rush.
dragging my arm around. Listen to that.
There it is.
Great song.
Just.
Great song.
I'm
I'm a
I need to get
huge Tom Petty fan.
Me, I love him.
Yeah. I went to one year. I went to 6 concerts. Just decided to go, and it was the best concert ever. All of them.
I've seen Tina Turner 3 times and Willie Nelson twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, my cousin and my aunt went and saw Tina Turner just only a couple years ago. So it was a great show.
Yes.
Yeah.
She puts on a show.
What did we lose off? We actually had a phone call during the break.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah? Want to bring her on?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I'll get another
I
song.
heard that.
I know you did.
I heard that.
Lydia, what's up?
Hey, Lydia.
You guys, the Roy and Jimmy thing, I just can't tell you. Chaotic radio made my life less chaotic. And let me tell you, I can't thank you enough for participating in the Eagle Rock Relay for Life with the American Cancer Society.
That was so fun.
Thanks so much for letting us be a part of that. That was cool.
Awesome.
Oh, well, you know, it's people like you that make a difference in this world. And, you know, you put laughter in our hearts, smiles on our faces, something that when you face cancer, you don't always do. But I just wanted to call in and personally thank you on the behalf of the Eagle Rock community. Thank you for being there, for taking the time out of your busy weekend and just doing that for us. It really means a lot, and just wanted to personally thank you for that. Just so that you know, the event raised over $19,000.
Wow. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, thanks for having us out there, and I got to thank Victor for getting in contact with us, and Rick and Scott and you, and it was really such a great time. We had so much fun.
Yes, Victor Vasquez had a great lineup. Rick Isqueta, which is, you know, a graduate of Eagle
Homeboy.
Rock High School. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
That
So
was
just wanted to thank you. And, you know, I never knew how good-looking you guys were. You should do TV instead of internet radio.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
talking
I don't know.
about.
We have faces for radio, I think.
we'll set up a couple little what do you call those GoPros?
Yeah.
Just put them in the far
That'll be
corner.
great.
Far corner, you get your
Anyway.
action shot. How's your son? We almost kidnapped him. How's he doing?
Oh, he is in heaven. You know, he was always complaining, why do I have to be 18? Why can't I go see them? I want to hear what they have to say. And he just could not stop laughing. He loved life. He can't wait till he turns 18 so he can go to these things. That's all I can say.
Well, perfect. Well, he's got free tickets from us all the time. So
Oh, thank you so much. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Keep what you're doing. You know, keep on doing what you're doing. And, you know, just many blessings to you all.
well, thank you, Lydia. Thanks for letting us be a little small part of all that. That was great.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right,
too.
Lydia. Thanks a lot. Thanks for
night.
calling.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
That was cool. $19,000?
Damn, that's impressive. That was
I could
awesome.
Pay for a few teeth pulling.
You know
No,
what
we
I'm
get some
saying?
dentures in that. We get some
Yeah.
veneers, some
Veneers. Benny
Put
needs
some-
little veneers.
give them that smile like on the
You
mask.
should have a nice grill that glows
Oh.
like Madonna. You know what I'm saying?
With
That's
little
it.
with little
Like-
dog bones on
Yeah,
it.
Just
Little ones.
Awesome.
Little dog bones on it. Okay, I gotta know this.
What's
What?
that?
And I almost forgot, and I would have just disliked myself.
Yeah.
Where did the handstand thing come from?
Your trademark.
I'm sorry, it's not a handstand, it's a headstand.
Headstand on a bar stool.
Yes.
My mom used to own a bar. I wish it was this great, funny story, and it's not. This
All
is
right,
the
then
real
never
story.
mind.
Okay.
Oh, no, just kidding.
Should I keep this illusion? No, my mom owned a bar, and I was very young, like 9 or 10, and I just always wanted to get attention. I'm an attention whore. So
as we all are. Look at me.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Right. I mean, look at where I'm on Twitter, of the Instagram. I'm narcissistic. So okay, and scene. It's just all right. We all are. But I did my and plus I want to impress my dad. So because I've always wanted to get his approval. So I did a headstand on a bar stool and been doing it ever since. It's better than going to stripper pole, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's your, I love when everyone gets a trademark, no matter how much people either hate it or give you shit about it.
Right.
It's your deal.
Right.
My thing was selfies, but I was doing selfies in front of clubs or bars I was performing.
Nice.
So I said, okay, so I'd have make sure the name was behind me, and then there was me. And that became my thing. And then I would do something at Flapper, said, we love how you promote and stuff, and I always did it there. That's my thing. When I go to perform, boom.
And we got it, our selfies, I bet, Jimmy, that you got it in 1 or 2 takes, because I'm a pro at the crap.
Yeah.
I
always tell Roy when we do a shot here, we'll do one with you when we leave. But he always leaves after the first shot. I said, no, we always 2.
Always 2.
Always
Yeah,
2.
he does one, and he's got a picture of us from Saturday. We're taking the pictures like one, and the first one we're there, and the second one I'm like halfway out.
You're right.
I'm like, where are you going?
Did you see the one where I was dropping I was standing in front of a window and I was dropping a towel because I just took a shower?
Yeah, the blurry one.
Yes, I just did.
That was actually a beautiful shot.
Thank you. I'm into artistic thing.
I do that too now.
I love that.
Well, you get bored doing it, so I'm a filter freak.
Right.
So I'd have like a yellow truck in the background, so black and whited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just play with it. I love doing that. Yeah.
So much fun. I'm like,
Absolutely.
okay, I'm always trying to top myself. And after that one of dropping of the towel, I'm like, how the hell am I going to top that?
Did I apex on this thing? Because it's very noir. It's very soft. It's very good. It's a great shot, really.
Thank you.
Not because you dropped your towel.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know. I'm not. No. I'm getting this shit down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because I look at myself in the third person. I know it's kind of weird. I look at myself in the third person.
If you're promoting yourself, then that makes sense.
You have to.
Right.
You're a brand, your product.
Right.
Exactly. I totally understand that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And that's the thing.
One of my hashtags is Jimmy time when I go perform. And now a couple buddies do that for themselves, and I'll put it on their page when I see them promoting. Here you go, Jimmy time, or your time, whatever that person's name is, blank time. It's a hook.
You have to.
Hook.
Yeah, I need more people to follow me, and I want, I need a promotion.
The headstand's a hook.
Because I can't afford Kim Kardashian's mother to be my
no.
My
and who would want to afford
my manager.
Want anyway.
Well, true.
Whatever.
But it's grassroots. It's what you do. You think of what you do. That's you.
And plus, I got family and other people that are following me that want to know what I'm doing. So I'm always putting that information up.
Yeah, they love seeing, and then other comics or friends go, I love that you're promoting. I love that you were there. Then they see you there and they come down there. It's good all the way around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's where it started. That's what it's
how
doing.
many? Dude, I've already put on Instagram like 3 pictures and promoted and tweeted.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. No, right now.
Yeah.
I saw one pop up.
Okay.
That's why I buzzed over here.
Oh, okay.
It's probably.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Gotta promote, people.
It's the same
Put
thing,
it out there.
Follow me on Twitter, Lang Comedy.
Lang Comedy.
You will not regret it. Instagram.
Yep, and then go to my website and then look at some of the other things that I have done. I've done a bunch of stuff, and you'll see it and just surf
all
on
over
it
the
for a
place.
while.
Awesome.
And the one video that's up, you talked to Benny at the end.
Yeah, I love my dog.
It's a great dog. We love our dogs.
Yes.
First time I met you, I said, "Hi, Lang. Great to meet you finally. Here's my little precious angel."
Yes.
And we're all on the same page.
Totally, I get it.
My big old
it's gonna be a
my
sad
big old
day.
80.
Don't.
I know.
80 pound.
You got to go there.
I know that. Like I told you, I'm 8 weeks old. I already looked at him and I go, oh God, this is going to be so ugly. He was 8 weeks old and I'm already putting him dead. Because I was just like, oh God, it's going to be so ugly.
Getting ready for it.
I won't say we're old, but we've all gone through it before. So
with an animal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you swear it's the last time and then you hook with this one and you're just like, oh my God.
Well, this is going to hurt even more because this is my build, not my childhood dog's.
Yeah.
this, not that they still hurt too, but this is my dog. And all the money has gone into the vets, the bills, the raising.
It travels with you.
Oh, God.
Jimmy, stop. Hold on a minute.
I'll be all right.
I'm good.
No, it's awful. I mean, like at the vet today, like we were talking about, you have to have that. You have to be real. All right. If he flatlines when he is under, what do you want us to do? I'm like, I was losing it, and I wasn't like crying, but I welled up, and I was just like, I had to grab tissue and dab. I'm like, don't revive him. I'll be all right. Okay, don't revive. Okay.
It was a tough moment.
I know.
It's deep like that real quick.
That's how we bonded, and that's how we all bonded, stuff like that. So
yes.
But we make ourselves, we brand ourselves, and really the only ones who can brand ourselves is us. We know
because
we
know
we know how we want to be seen. We know how we want to be looked at, or even thought of, or perceived.
I just got to say, when it comes time to my birthday, it's a highlight. I'm just waiting for the happy birthday headstand.
Well, Roy, you have your thing. You hold out your coin.
Yeah, I have a coin I hold up.
You have a coin you hold out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just take a picture of that.
It's something. It's actually something Dawn gave me when she can't come to all the shows. Mm-hmm. So she'll be like, "Take this with you," and had a little note on it. And so now when I go, it's like always with me. That's why I take a picture.
Nice.
Yeah, so everyone's got their hook and stuff like that. So.
Totally.
Look what time is it, buddy?
Shoot.
Are you serious?
We sped through 2 hours.
Wow.
The beauty and the bane of this show. It's just it's great that 2 hours can fly like that and have a great time, but shit, it's over.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll get you back sometime. If you do it.
Oh,
no, please.
Absolutely. In a heartbeat, I will drive out to Rancho Cucamonga to do this.
Anytime you have something to promote, make sure to let us know.
Hickandchick.com.
Hickandchick.com.
Hickandchick.com. Yes. We'll definitely put that.
Follow me on Twitter, langcomedy.com.
We're going to post up. We're going to post up the podcast tomorrow of this show.
Great. Awesome.
Tag the heck out of it, but definitely look her up, follow her, friend her, subscribe. Anything that's available,
please
do
all of it. Here's the cool thing: is we say.
But the best part, if you got a chance to see her live, please do.
Right.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's a great time. One of my favorites I've seen.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When it comes down to that, and here's the other side of that, just a cool person. I mean, that's how many times you've seen somebody you meet them, and you're like, oh man, really?
Oh,
is that who you are?
It's awful,
and it hurts a little bit because you have this thing. It's like, down to earth, cool, open. Love you. That's cool.
I scared you a little bit there.
No, it's okay. I was scared, but I didn't think you were a bad person.
Okay.
That would be.
I thought the voice was scary.
Yeah,
it was channeling.
Trust me. Try to have it in your head.
No.
Lydia would have changed her mind on video of seeing your face when she was going there, dude.
Man.
On behalf of me and Roy, thanks for coming in, Lang. It's
thank
awesome
you,
to see you
Roy
and Benny.
And Jimmy. I really, sincerely thank you very much.
I'll take us out on a different.
Oh, you're going to get us different, Jimmy?
I'll give us a little different.
Let's see what we got.
How delightful she was.
Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
What? Yes.
I'll take us out with this here.
Take us out with this.
For Lang.
Wow, there it is. He did it again. It took a little while.
I walked the line.
Yes, you do.
I didn't do Ring of Fire. Everyone does that one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Everyone follow Lang. Hick and Chick.
Yeah.
Hickandchick.com, Lang Parker, Lang Comedy.
Langcomedy.com.
Langcomedy.com. Do it all. Follow her. Go find her. She's great. She's freaking awesome. Go get her.
All right, buddy.
She's singing it.
I walk the
Jimmy,
line.
thank you. Lang, thank you again.
Thank you, Roy. Jimmy, thank you.
Everyone
Bye,
have
Benny.
a beautiful week. Benny, thanks for stopping by. You guys all have a great time. You have been listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing on chaoticradio.com. Have a great week.
Very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you because you're mine.